whatever. All this ever about you long gone, it don't matter. Ride or die, that's been the deal. The light of your back, I disappear. But if you don't play that for me, I'm out of it, I'm out of it. I lick my gun and then I'm done. I'm out of it, I'm out of it. No man to tell me you're no good. I'm brushing the weight of you, the weight of you, of my shoulders. Done with my cigarette, and when all the smoke is clear, I'm brushing the weight of you, the weight of you, the weight of you. Don't need a no man.
The year is 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in.
it's 1991. Birds and people are living together in seemingly perfect harmony. Until one day, a young man catches fire. This is Phoenix.
You've been knocked down and got up again. In a corner, you're surrounded, no defenders. You've hid your fury and kept it in. But it's time now, you ignite and turn to embers. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes.
Get ready for verse 2, Electric Boogaloo.
You see the truth behind the veil, and you know that they're just looking for attention. Oh, you don't let the ruthlessness prevail. Oh, it's time now, light your fires for ascension. Like a phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Phoenix, you burst in a fire burn. A thirst and desire, you transform right up in a flash. You spread your wings to rise from the ashes. Let you down, but you get up. They let you drown, but you don't stop. You show 'em you're a phoenix.
Good afternoon. How are we all doing? It's the deadline stream. I'm dressed up like I'm going for my first ever job interview. We've even got the waistcoat on as well. How are we doing? I'm a little bit like out of breath, like hyped up because I didn't think I was going to be. Well, I am late for the stream, but whatever. We've got nearly 2 hours to go. I'm going to turn this music down in my ears. How are we all feeling? I guess everyone's like trying to wait for some team news. I'd love the Arsenal team news. I'd love the Chelsea team news. There's a lot of stuff to go. And like I said, right after this, I'm going to go for my job interview for wherever. Yeah, just because it's the last stream. There's something I needed to do. Oh yeah, I need to tweet the stream out. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I'm going to tweet the stream out. You think I'll be perfectly ready, but I'm not. Let me go through this. I'm sure there's going to be a whole bunch of questions. I'll bring my team up while I'm doing that. I've not made my transfers yet because what's the point? I've put on screen what my probable transfers will be, but I've put out a disclaimer of something else because there's always a chance that I just decide to do something completely random. Basically, you need a tailor. Yeah, possibly. It's an old suit. Once upon a time, this suit did not even fit me. So you know, we've got somewhere over the time. What are my biggest weaknesses? Well, as you know from watching the streams, I'm never on time. That's a huge weakness. I need to tweet out the stream. Hang on. Okay, deadline stream. We're live. Let me tweet. Get all the little emojis in because, you know, it's 2022 and apparently that's what you have to do. Alert. I will get on to some questions in a minute. Okay. Sorry, right. Tweet's out. Tweet is gone. Tweet is gone. Yeah, so the transfers on screen, they're not really in order of preference, but I do think I'm just going to do Salah to Son. I think that's looking pretty likely. The only thing is, I'm thinking about that differential in Kane, and I guess Mount's not that differential, but you know what I mean. I'll tell you now, I'm not wearing the pants. I was going to do the stream in just boxers, but then I thought, because it's a 2 hour... honestly, this is the thought process that went through my head. Because it's a 2 hour stream, I got a Coke Zero because I've not had any caffeine today. Yeah, I thought I can't do it in boxers because what if I need to go to the toilet and I have to get up? So I'm wearing shorts. But yeah, could have just done it in boxers, really. That's the beauty of doing a stream, right? I'll show you the behind the scenes later on. Okay. I'm telling you, literally, I'm in shorts. I'm telling you, I'm not. Why would I lie about that? If I was going to lie, I would tell you I'm wearing the suit pants, but I'm definitely not. They're in my wardrobe right now. I just want to say as well, I'm going to try and get through as many super chats as possible today. The stream is going to be chaos because I'm going to be checking Twitter for team news and stuff like that. So I'll try and get to them as quickly as I can, and I'll try and get to as many as I can. But I'm not going to make any promises that we'll get through them all. So I do appreciate them all, etc. As you know, but I just want to say that right now. I know more and more people are going to come in later on, but I just want to say that now. Okay, Oscar, thank you very much. Gil, news on Ronaldo, Lukaku, Vardy, or Jesus? Please share. I have no news for you. Well, Ronaldo's probably missing out, right? I don't know if it was officially said, but it sounds like Ronaldo's going to miss out. Lukaku, Vardy, Jesus, no idea. No idea is the honest answer. I don't have news anyway. I can give you my opinion. Like, I think Vardy could start, and I think there's a good chance that Jesus will. Lukaku, I'm not so sure. I know my wife doesn't like football, but going into labour to avoid me having it on the TV seems over the top. Wow. Legit? Is that legit, Loz? If it is, congratulations. Get off the stream and go be with your wife. Congratulations. Can see 10k watching eventually. Possibly, yeah. Possibly. I wonder if we'll beat the record next year. 23,000 live viewers. I'm in the League Cup final. Should I sell Richarlison to Tony for a -8? I think my general opinion for this stream is going to be I would sell Richarlison for a hit. I think. I'm not even sure he's going to start. I was looking at Neil's team news on Fantasy Football Scout. Probably the best place to go for predicted lineups, I would say. He has... It might be someone else that's done them, but it's usually Neil. Calvert-Lewin up front. Iwobi and Gray in the front three. He thinks Richarlison's getting benched. I don't know if he's put... 7 players, including Richarlison, Coleman and Gordon, have already started 4 matches in the last fortnight. And with 72 hours separating the physically and mentally draining win over Palace from Sunday's game, some of these regulars could be spared. So I do kind of agree there's a chance that Richarlison gets benched. So if you're having to play him, I think I would either sell him for a hit, or I would take a hit for another player to play them over Richarlison, I think. FPL over having a baby. Come on. 268,000 subs. You absolutely smashed this season. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Like, it's mental, isn't it? The numbers are just mental. Like 33.5 million views this season. Like, I can't even comprehend those numbers. Luckily, I've got a son that will just keep me down to earth and tell me things like, well, you know, Mr. Beast gets that for one video. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. Best defender for under 5.4 million. I need to ditch cash. Honestly, I think if you're not going for any of the big hitters like Trent, Robertson, Cancelo, Laporte, James or Alonso, if you think they'll start, I think it's got to be Sessegnon, to be honest. I haven't seen any information about him being out or anything like that. So I think Sessegnon's my... Apart from the standard big hitters, I think Sessegnon's my favourite defender to bring in. Thank you for all the content. Thank you very much for watching, Tuna. Havard, no hits and play Gordon Broya. Again, Gordon could miss out, and Broya, I've got Broya. I'm not expecting a start. Sice to Alonso -4, or C, Broya to Tony -4. Like, my favourite move there is Sice to Alonso for a -4, but Chelsea, I really don't know what's going to happen. I feel like Alonso starts. I'm confident, but I don't know. So I think that's the best move. If you really want to play it safe, then Broya to Tony. Jacob, thanks for all the content this year. Enjoy a well-earned beer tonight. Well, yeah, so with the beer, again, so if you saw me tweeting, I went to the gym this morning. The reason I went to the gym this morning, I'm always thinking ahead. This is one thing for my job interview. I'm always thinking ahead. The reason that I went to the gym today was so that I didn't have to go tomorrow, so that if I want to have beer tonight, I don't need to worry about getting up for the gym. That's basically it. Sky Sports Clobber. I've noticed on Sky Sports they've started to dress down a little bit now. I think because they're getting like a bunch of YouTubers on, even like on the main Sky Sports news program, they're starting to dress down a little bit. They're trying to get on the YouTube scene. So I'm taking it the other way now. I can only imagine the pain you feel in benching Rafinha. I want to start Rafinha. I really do. Again, I still... Considering I've been saying it I've put him in. Considering I've been saying it for weeks, I still don't have a better word for what I want to say. But, like, my rank is what it is. It just is what it is. Like, how much am I really going to fall from 13k? Maybe to just outside the top 20k. Does that really matter? So I might just play Rafinha and hope for the best. Just bench Salah for Rafinha. Season done. No, I'm going to sell Salah for sure. Slick Suit, thank you very much. Romano, can you wish my other half, Connor, awful game week at 38? Look, Connor, I hope you have an awful game week. Romano paid me, so, got to be said. For a hit, would you prefer Mount and James / Alonso or an Mbommo and Kane? Ooh, already have Son. I think I would prefer Mount and Alonso. Excuse me, sorry. This is the only problem with drinking Coke Zero. I think I'd prefer Mount and Alonso. The problem is, what if the defender out of James and Alonso you choose doesn't start? Whereas with Mbommo and Kane, I think you're pretty certain to get a start. That'd be my only concern. Hang on a sec. I'll sort that out later. So someone's messaging me, not about team news. Someone's messaging me. They're doing some designs for me, and they're on a different time zone. So I'm gonna send them an image. For what I mean. Sorry, we're all go. I'm just waiting for the Kiwi talk. Yeah, so I think I prefer the two Chelsea players for sure. But if you're worried about James or Alonso starting, then go for Mbommo and Kane. What I will say, again, and obviously Neil will tell you this, it's extremely difficult to predict 20 teams, like fully accurate, right? But he has got a lot of rotation in there for certain teams. Like, for example, the Everton team. For Chelsea, he's got Havertz and Mount coming in, but he also has James and Alonso starting, and Azpilicueta is a centre-back, and Kepa in goal. And I think a lot of us think that Kepa will start, Loftus-Cheek will start, Azpilicueta will start. So, I don't know. I've got James and Alonso. It's much easier when you already own them, when you're not having to bring them in. But I'm fairly confident of 2 starts. I think I get at least 1 start. But the problem is, if it is only 1, I don't know which one's missing out. My money would probably be on James missing out if either of them have to. But he's got nothing to play for. I think Tuchel spoke about hunger and stuff like that, like who wants to play, etc. They're still going to be up for it last day of the season. Why not go and get a few goals, you know? Am I confident of beating Statman Dave? Absolutely. I can't even see him from where I am compared to him. I'm like looking down at his rank. I just can't do it. Oh God, if he overtakes me now, I'm in trouble, aren't I? Can't get too cocky too early. De Bruyne to Mane for free. Already have Kane and Son captain. I would say that Mane is better than De Bruyne this week, yes, but whether or not that's the best use of your transfer is going to depend on the rest of your team. I would say De Bruyne to Mane is an extremely luxury transfer this week, like extremely luxury. Tuchel hasn't won in front of the new owners at home. That is interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's not Roman Abramovich anymore, but it is Chelsea. So yeah, maybe if he doesn't win the last home game, it'll be out. It'll be absolutely out on his ear. Why not? Wouldn't be the first time. Well, it probably would be the first time. So yeah, De Bruyne to Mane. Yeah, nice differential for sure. Very luxury, I would say. Tony Madison / Barnes or Welbeck Diaz. I think I'd go for the Tony plus Leicester, I think. Welbeck and Diaz is a lot more interesting, though. I feel like, again, if you're kind of indifferent about your rank, what will be will be. I might go Welbeck and Diaz. I just don't necessarily think that West Ham is a great fixture for Brighton, and West Ham do still have 6th spot to play for, or is it 7th? 6th, I think, right? Take over Man United. Still possible. Best FPL content week in, week out. Good luck, everyone. Sean, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Good luck to you too. Fabio, you're great. Regards from Brazil. Hello from Ireland. Thank you very much for tuning in. Michael, Salah and Richarlison to Son and Tony, or Kane and Diaz. Oh, again, I mean, I really do think Son and Kane is a bit of a coin flip. You can maybe just about give it to Son, I guess, because you're probably going to get a clean sheet today. That definitely helps. And maybe Kane needs a penalty or whatever. But Kane and Diaz, like, the thing with Tony is, like, he's a good option. It is Leeds at home, but his goal threat from open play is not massive. So I do, as a combo, the problem is you got to, like, if you really want to captain Son, if you really want to captain Son, you've got to get Son. But Kane and Diaz just seems like a real, like, I just like the sound of that over Son and Tony, but both are good. Flip a coin. Take that £2 back that you just used for the super chat and flip it. Yanks, hello, how are you? Thank you very much. Hope you'll give us another song as legendary as Phoenix for the Deadline knee-jerk streams. Yeah, so basically there's a place online you can use. It's called non-copyright sound, so you can use them on YouTube streams and stuff like that. So what happened? I used to use Candyland, and then all of a sudden, like, a bunch of my videos got, like, copyrighted, which isn't like a huge deal. It just means that they get the money from them instead. And because they're old videos, they're not making money anyway. So it didn't really matter, but I just thought I'd use a different song instead. So I've used this playlist, and then Phoenix played and I liked it. So that's why I just used that one song. So if they ever take it out of this playlist, I'll have to think of something different. How far away from the deadline are we? Mountain Jota or Foden and Luis Diaz on free hit. Probably, is Jota cheaper than Luis Diaz? I guess he probably is he? Darkness, my old friend. Use Hello Darkness, my old friend as the thing. I think that might get copyrighted. No, Jota's more expensive than Diaz. So I don't get the question. I don't get why it's Mountain Jota or Foden and Diaz. Like, it could be Mountain. I would go Mountain Diaz, I think. Or even Mountain. Oh, yeah, I would go Mountain Diaz. It can't even be a Liverpool thing because you've got Jota in the other one. Yeah, I think Mountain Luis Diaz. Diaz is cheaper, so you'll be able to afford it. I just think, I think with Liverpool, my money is on Mane and Diaz starting. I just don't know if it's going to be Firmino or Jota that gets the other spot. I mean, Firmino's only just back, so maybe it won't be him. But I think I would just go for Diaz over Jota. They're both good options, really. I mean, honestly, I think if you think Jota and Diaz are both going to start, again, it is probably just a coin flip. Nobody's talking about Bowen. Yeah, obviously he's done ridiculously well this season. I put out a bunch of tweets yesterday asking for the best players in different positions. Obviously, he came up a lot. I just think Brighton away is not a fantastic fixture. I don't think Brighton are going to just be on the beach or anything like that. And I just think around Bowen's price is maybe better options with better fixtures. That's it. That's all there is to it. Nothing more than that. Like, he is a good option. I think if anyone wants to buy Bowen, I wouldn't like massively try and argue against it. But if it's like Bowen versus, I don't know, Diaz or Jota, or Bowen versus Mason Mount, I'd probably always opt for not going for Bowen in those scenarios. Bowen's probably a little bit... What price is he now? Feels like ages since I owned. He's 6.9, so he is a bit cheaper. So it depends how much money you got. Everyone has travelled for Spurs. Where does that info come from? I mean, not that I don't trust you, Sam, of course. Not that I don't trust you. Oh, okay. Harry Kane has travelled to Norwich after overcoming a stomach bug. Team news and ticks. Okay, I see it. I'm going to tweet it. Hang on, let me just... So that's what I mean. There's going to be a lot of like checking Twitter and going back and forth in this stream. That outfit, yes, good luck everyone. Mark, thank you very much. Can't focus on FPL today. Milan is playing for the title. Good luck to Milan. I don't even know. I've got to be honest. I couldn't even tell you. Is it between AC and Inter? I feel like that. What am I talking rubbish? Yeah, it is, isn't it? I don't know what the fixtures are, but yeah. Napoli can't win it now, and they're winning for. Oh no, yeah. So it's between AC and Inter. Good luck. Good luck to the Milans, I guess. Love the suit. Thanks for the content, Tiger Bread. Thank you very much. This is a very old suit. The waistcoat's not as old as the suit, but the suit is very old. I mean, like, when you've got a job that involves looking at a camera, like, on YouTube for FPL, you don't need to wear a suit too often, you know? In fact, I never want to have a job where I have to wear a suit all the time. I couldn't do it. I'm not going to become a lawyer anytime soon, I don't think. I did get a B in law in A-level, though. So who knows? Maybe I'll have a career change at some point. Playing for mini league, I'm 3 points ahead of number 2. My fiance, wow, okay. Without Son, be worth to take a hit to get Son in for Kane to nullify her. She has Salah and will probably sell him to get Kane for a hit. So you're going to take a hit to get rid of Kane to match their Son, but meanwhile they're going to get in Kane, who you're taking out. I don't know if I would take a hit for Kane to Son, to be honest. I would maybe just captain Kane and just what will be, will be. I don't know about that. By the way, I hope, apart from Liverpool fans, I hope everyone else is a Man City fan today. And that is a good, by the way, for Liverpool fans, right, some Liverpool fans probably get annoyed at someone saying that. That is a good thing. That is what you want people to say. That means they're scared of you. Liverpool are on the verge of absolute greatness, and it cannot happen. We need Man City to win today. If they are going into next Saturday with a chance to do the quadruple, oh my God, I won't be able to watch. I'll be a Real Madrid fan for sure. Like, I just think, like, Man United are rubbish now, but at least we can just about hang on to that treble. Like, I think if Liverpool do the quadruple, oh my God, that is history. That is history and greatness right there. So, as a Liverpool fan, you've got, like, that is what you want. You want people to be hating you that aren't Liverpool fans. I don't hate Liverpool. I don't really hate anyone, right? Or any team, but I can't see him win it. Yeah, that Kane's the Son. I'm not sure I would do that, but I mean, if you're really worried about Son, you could do it. But you're not blocking him then, right? If you're taking a hit to get Son, oh no, they're taking a hit as well. Okay, so you'd be 3 points ahead. You're both captain Son, but they'll have Kane differential. You could do it. You must be boiling. No, thankfully, for very selfish reasons, it's not that warm today. It's very overcast, and I've got the window open a little bit because there's no one really around, so there shouldn't be too much noise. See, I'm feeling okay. Plus, I got the shorts on, right? Salah to Foden or Diaz? I do like that Wolves fixture. I'm going to say Diaz. Weghorst to Vardy for -4. Yeah, I think I would do that. I mean, there is a chance that Vardy doesn't start, but again, last game, nothing to worry about. I think he probably will. I got the 3 Spurs attack. Kulusevski, Kane and Son looking for a -8. Cash, Richarlison, Kulu out for Tony, Sessegnon and a different midfielder in, not sure who. I mean, you could get Mount or Saka. I'd probably favour Mount this week, but I don't think you need that hit. I think you just do the -4. I don't think Kulusevski against Norwich is worth a hit out, to be honest with you. It's just not what I would do with my moves. Son or Kane captain if you own both. I'd flip a coin. Okay, let me say it. If I had Son and Kane right now, I'd probably captain Son. And maybe that is a little bit of form or whatever I'm thinking about. I'd probably go Son. If I wanted to go different, I'd go Kane. Andy Ramsky, how's it going? I have Richarlison, Zaha, Luka Dean, Thiago Silva and Weghorst. Thinking Tony and Diaz -4 or Alonso, Matt and Tony -8. I mean, Richarlison might not start. Luka Dean's rubbish. Thiago Silva might not start, and Weghorst also might not start. I mean, I'd be tempted by Alonso, Mount, and Tony, and then just hope they all start, and then hope for the best. Am I glad the season's ending? Yes, but Like, not in a negative way. Like, I know some people like, I just can't wait for the season to be over. It's been rubbish. I hate FPL. My team's awful. I just like that there's like a stopping point. Like, you're kind of forced to stop, have a little bit of time off, and then come back refreshed. Like, it's nice to have like a couple of weeks off, like before the game relaunches. So yes, but only because then I'll be ready to go again, basically. Thanks for your hard work. It wasn't easy waking up every deadline at 3:30 a.m. Wow. You're in LA. Very nice. At least you're in LA though, right? That's nice. We go again next season. Where are you going for holiday? Not sure yet. It's probably going to be last minute. The annoying thing is about FPL, I don't know when the game's relaunching. So it's very hard to kind of like book around stuff. But that's a very, minor thing in my life that no one else is really affected by. So... someone in the chat, you're all addicted to FPL, it's wasting your life, says Nico, who has nothing better to do than tune into an FPL stream on a Sunday because they obviously have because they want to waste their life. I mean, you got to ask yourself, right, what is better, wasting your life tuning into something that you enjoy in a game you like playing, or wasting your life by coming into a stream that you apparently hate because you got nothing better to do? That's a bit weird. Nico, go and enjoy your Sunday. I will get the beer out, but not till later. I can't go too early. Got Van Dijk, keep or get Alonso Sessegnon. I would say Van Dijk's bench today, so I would sell unless you got someone else you can play instead. I think Alonso's better than Sessegnon, but I think Sessegnon is. If I was going to bet on one that's definitely going to start, I think I'd go Sessegnon over Alonso. But like I said earlier, I'm confident about Alonso, so I'd probably go there. I think. No, I'm not going to get up and give you a 12. Kane or Son, triple captain. Again, similar as earlier. I guess I'd probably put Son maybe ahead of Kane at this point. Like, I think they get a clean sheet today, so that's an extra point there. Extra point for a goal. I think Kane really needs a penalty or two to beat Son today. So I'm going to say Son. For everyone that... I think it is close. Like, if you really want to go for Kane or you want to go different, he's the one, but it's close, right? I'm going to say Son, but otherwise flip a coin. Yogesh, congratulations on yet another brilliant season. What, according to you, is your biggest success secret that gives you the edge? I don't know. Consistency, probably. I just don't... I've got that kind of... For FPL, at least. Not necessarily for everything else in my life. But I've got that work ethic of I will not miss a game week. If something's big, I'm making a video, etc. And I'll always be doing it every single game week. Chris, final of the island and Pod Cup. Pod. Okay. But also 6k. Do I risk a differential captain like Mane and go for it, or play it safe to consolidate top 10k? Honestly, that's only a question that you can answer. Only you can answer that. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Like, at the end of the day, for content creators, having a good rank, I do think helps. I'm not saying it necessarily matters massively, but it definitely helps. Right? I know next season, some people who are new to the channel, they're going to ask me where I finished this year. It kind of does help if I've got a decent enough track record. I don't necessarily agree that you need a good track record to give good advice, but it definitely helps, right? It definitely helps from a perspective of viewers. You don't have that, I assume, right? And if you do, you make the decision based on that. If you don't, who cares? You finish outside the top 10k, it's still a really good season. Son surely on penalties. Look, Conte has said that Kane's the penalty taker. Simple as that. I think... I don't know what score it would have to be before Son steps up, to be honest. 4-5-0, maybe. But, the thing is, Harry Kane, come on. We know what Kane is like. He wants goals too. He wants a lot of goals. Jesus Christ, it feels like we've been going for ages. We've not even been streaming for half an hour yet. I feel like we're almost close to the deadline. Who is your trap of the season? I don't know. Those kind of questions I'll have to have a think later, or I'll be doing a video on that kind of stuff, I think. I'm streaming during the matches too, but I'm definitely taking the suit off for that. The suit is... I'm not wearing the suit all day. That will get really hot. Tony or Wilson? I'm going to say Tony just because it's the last game at home. It's against Leeds as well. I'm gonna put Tony ahead of Wilson, but it's like Wilson's a good option, but I'm going to say Tony. Zaha and Watkins for Mount and Tony -4. I don't think Zaha's necessarily a bad option this week, but Mount is better. So yeah, I'm going to say yes. Salah and Coutinho. Again though, like it's very easy for me to just say yeah, sure, do that -4. It's your team, right? You got to decide whether you feel it's right as well. Salah and Coutinho to De Bruyne and Diaz, or Mane and Mount. I think Mane and Mount for that one. OP Talent, hello. 1 Zaha and Tony in for Weghorst, or 2 Zaha and Martinelli, Ericsson and Bomber. Which in for KDH, or 3 Diaz, Mount, Foden, which in for Zaha, and KDH, Broja, Weghorst, which to play. Yeah, I think all 3 of those options, like KDH, Broja and Weghorst, are not great. But I definitely like Mount over Mbommo and Ericsson. I think I'd probably do Tony and Mbommo in and do number 2. I don't know. I mean, you could just go for Mount and just hope that Broja or Weghorst play, but I don't know what the chances are of them starting, to be honest. Like, again, like I'm looking at Neil's team news. Like, I didn't think Weghorst was very likely to start, and Neil's kind of saying the same. He's got Cornet and Barnes up front. He said Weghorst's chance of a recall likely hinge on Ashley Barnes' powers of recovery because he played. So Weghorst has got a chance. I don't know if I have. Yeah, I've got Weghorst ahead of Broja on my bench. I hope Nketiah starts. I really do. I really hope Nketiah starts because I don't want any of those. Do. 1 o'clock. So you've got an hour and a half to the deadline. Should I go for cash to Cancelo or Coutinho to Luis Diaz? Well, it depends. Like, are you going to have to play the other one? Because if you are, I'd probably do cash to Cancelo because I don't see Villa getting a clean sheet. You can even do both for a hit, I think. In Phoenix we trust. That's a good reminder that I've still got that playing in my ears. I've literally been listening to it for half an hour. Salah won't play. Yeah, no, I realise that. I just haven't made my transfer yet. Top 3 captains: Salah, Kane, then someone. Son, Kane, then someone else. I don't mind the Mbommo punt. I mean, Vissa could be good as well. That is a punt, though. That really is a punt. My wife says you need a deadline countdown clock on your screen. Yeah, maybe next year. You're a legend, Yanks. Thank you very much. So are you. Been around for a long time, I know. Paul, would you start Nketiah or Laporte? I think Nketiah starts. I don't see why he wouldn't. But I guess like if Nketiah starts, I prefer him, I think, over Laporte. I think if you think he starts, I'd play Nketiah over Laporte. And I think he will start. But if you've got any concerns, just play Laporte. Best midfielder under 7.4. You own Saka and Kulusevski. Who are you thinking about? I don't necessarily have the list of all off the top of my head. All 7.4 million. I mean, Maddison, Rafinha. You've got Salah and Kulusevski, Saka and Kulusevski already. I mean, a lot of people are looking at Bowen. I would probably go for Maddison, I guess. I'm assuming most people don't want to bring Rafinha in this week. Ashley, thank you very much. You enjoyed all the content this year. Thank you. GM316, thanks for all the amazing content. Thank you. Sion, 10 points behind in my workplace min league after 35 game weeks on top. Both of us have Son and Kane. Pookie to Tony for a hit. I'd be tempted just to play Pookie. I think he'll play and not take the hit. He's on penalties. Could Spurs bottle it? Probably not, but I'd be tempted just to play Pookie in your situation. Not take the hit and get further behind. It doesn't feel right benching someone with Norwich, by the way. I'd love to just be able to bench Nketiah. Bowen and Vardy for Gordon and Richarlison for -4. I think they're better, yes. I think there is a chance that Gordon and Richarlison won't play. Kulusevski to Maddison. I know I'm benching Kulusevski, but there's no way I'll be selling him this week. There's not, unless you got like a lot of money to like go up to a Mane or someone. I don't know why you would do Kulusevski to Maddison, to be honest. Surely there's better transfers that could be done. David Goff, great season. Thanks for it. Just outside top 1K, very nice. Did manage to hit 292 a few weeks back. Best season I've ever had. What do you think to bring in? Vardy, Matip, or Trent Toney, or James Toney? I mean, Van Dijk ain't starting, so Vardy, Matip could be pretty good, but Trent against Wolves is big. I think I'd go Trent Toney in that case. I think. You could bench Cancelo. Nah, I don't think I can bench any of my defenders, to be honest. Unless we know for sure they're not starting. Is there not a... Hang on. Sorry, let me just look something up here on my phone a minute. There's not a bench emoji. Is there not a bench emoji? No bench emoji. Is it called something else? I thought there was. Yeah, that's just a chair, though. I don't know if a chair... Yeah, it's just a chair, though. He's not going to be sat on a chair. They're going to be sat on a bench. What time do they normally release team news? After the FPL deadline is the honest answer. You might get some earlier team news, but you're probably not going to get a huge amount today. We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. No, everyone's putting chairs, not benches. Salah and Werner to Kane and Mount, or De Bruyne, Mane and Tony. Kane and Mount, I think. Andrew, thank you very much. YouTuber, help me win my mini league. Sure. Help me win my mini league. Then you list your team, one free transfer, your suggestions. I don't want to make suggestions for what people should do, right? Let me know what you're thinking, and I'll give you my opinion on it. You have 52 points. You're 52 points ahead. You ain't going to lose. You've got Son captain. You've got Mount, Luis Diaz, Saka, and Nketiah, De Bruyne, Trent, Van Dijk. Okay, Van Dijk. There you go. He's the one to transfer out. He's going to get benched today. Get rid of him. That's what I would do. Sessegnon or Alonso, probably. I'm Mane captain in for Salah with most going for Son. Did well for me last year in the final game. Top goal scorer in final game last 4 years. Kane first. Jason, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm not sure about Mane. So I tweeted yesterday. Last year I considered Mane captain. I went for Salah and it meant I didn't finish in the top 1K. I think in 2018-19 I considered Mane captain. Even though I was miles ahead of my mini league, I decided to block with Sterling, and not going for Mane captain meant that I didn't get top 10k that year. And this year I'm chasing for top 10k as well, and I could get Mane instead of Son. The difference is I don't already own both of them, so it's not a captaincy choice, it's also a transfer choice. So there is a part of me that's very tempted to go Mane differential. But I just think Son against Norwich, it's got to be done. It's got to be done. Google bench emoji. Yeah, but like, will it? I don't know if it will transfer into Twitter. Will it? The official park bench emoji. You got to download it. Download for personal use. I don't know. Surely that's not. But it ain't just going to work, is it? You want to be able to copy it. You don't want to download an emoji. Anyway, I shouldn't probably be worrying so much about emojis. It's probably not the end of the world. Thanks, Andy, for your videos during my first FPL season. Used you as a guy, but didn't copy your team. Yeah, like I'm not like. I think some people worry too much about like team copy. I'm not saying people should like copy every transfer, but there's going to be some times you're going to want to make the same transfer, right? That is just FPL. There's only so many like players you can bring in. Your free hit led us to have exactly the same points. So Diaz or Jota will be better to defeat you. Oh, you're only trying to defeat me. So I've got to tell you how you can do better than me. Anyway, like Diaz versus Jota, I spoke about that earlier. I think I would go Diaz over Jota. I think there's more chance of him starting. I do think there's a good chance that Jota will start as well, but I'm more confident in Diaz, so that is who I would go for. Currently sitting 6k, very nice, congratulations. You got bench boost, but the bench is awful. Worth a -8 or 12 to try and go big. I think you like. It depends which players you've got. Like if you've got someone that's probably going to start, I would maybe give them the benefit of the doubt unless they're absolutely awful. But yeah, I think like with a bench boost, you're probably looking at a 16 point. I look at like 16 to 20 points as the maximum in a single game week. So you wouldn't usually want to spend a -8 or a -12, especially if that puts more money on your bench for future weeks. But there's no future weeks, so I probably would in your case. Obviously, I haven't seen the team, but I probably would take a few hits. Not seeing much team news on the timeline. Not seeing much team news. We still got an hour and 20 minutes till the deadline. Sorry. How bad is the keyboard tapping? No, I haven't missed any super chats. Like I said at the start of the stream, I'm going to do my best to get to them as quickly as possible and get through them all before the end of the stream. But there is a lot coming in. There's also like a lot of Twitter stuff to look at for team news as well. So I'm going to do my best. I just can't promise how quickly I can get to them and whether I'll be able to get to them all. So I do appreciate them, but like, I'm just trying to be open and honest from the start. Can't be a content creator without some mechanical keys. Yeah, absolutely. Although, to be honest, some of the keys are like up and they won't go back down probably. I want to get a normal keyboard, to be honest. Coutinho to Luis Diaz /Foden or Vardy and Sessegnon -4. Probably just Coutinho to Luis Diaz, I think. What about Origi and Kepa as ultimate punts? So Kepa, I think, could start, and he is a punt, but it's a goalkeeper, so what really is the ceiling there? With Origi, I think there's no chance Origi starts. I think there's no chance. I think if the league was done, if the second spot was wrapped up, but they couldn't get to first spot, maybe Origi gets a send off, but that ain't the case. So I think for rhythm reasons, like Klopp spoke about, Origi's not starting the Champions League final. There's no way he's starting this game either, in my opinion. I went for Coutinho and Richarlison to Foden and Kane -4. Love it. Yeah, good move. Yeah. Or should I have just got De Bruyne or Mane? Don't worry about it. You've done it now. I think, look, I'm hopeful that Foden will start. I think Man City have obviously got a lot of players they can choose from. So Foden and Kane, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, happy days. Mane and Tony or Kane. Mane and Tony or Kane and Bowen? Probably Kane and Bowen, to be honest with you. Trent Mount Vardy or Robertson Mane Tony? Trent Mount Vardy, I think. Trent Mount Vardy, I think. For Connor. Oh, I've lost where I was. Someone asking me if I could put Cancelo in the middle of my defense. I never mess around with my team like that. I know like some people like really try and keep it color coordinated, but I don't do that. I think I can hear the ice cream man. Or is that just whatever's in my ears? Yeah, I can definitely hear the ice cream man. I'm gutted I'm doing this now. Could have got an ice cream. Best transfer for Coutinho, Bowen, Kulusevski or Maddison? I think it might be Kulusevski, to be honest. If we get James Hughes, do I sell him for Sessegnon for a -4? I think yes, if you've got no one else you could play instead. Like for me, for example, if Alonso or James weren't going to start, I would just play Kulusevski. So it's going to depend a lot on your bench. I should just get an ice cream and just make you watch me eat it. Loads of time. Go and get yourself a 99. By the way, I should say I'm definitely selling Salah because word is he's on the bench today. So if anyone's waiting for that news, I'm selling him. I'm definitely selling him. I'm going to have to put out a chair emoji. Vanilla or chocolate? Ice cream's surely not an option with that suit. It's an old suit. I never watch it. Zaha to Mount -4. I don't know if I would do that, to be honest. Sell Reece James with no bench. I think maybe, but I think I just hope that Reece James starts. I'm not sure about Zaha to Mount from -4 either, to be honest with you. Get a Kiwi. Yeah, but ice cream's much better. Top 3 best players for this game week. Kane, Son, and one more. I'd say Mane. Thank you for all the great content. I'm trying to gain some places in my league. Kane or Mount captain? Kane, I think. Have Kane and Mount, -4 Salah to Mane and Weghorst to Tony. Yeah, I think they're good moves. Salah Broja to Son, Callum Wilson or Kane Diaz. Probably Son. If you want to captain Son, yeah, go Son and Callum Wilson. Yeah, I'm probably going to have a Spurs player. Yeah, I'm going to do Salah to probably, like, the transfers are written on screen, basically. I don't know how easy those words are to read on mobile. Is Kane starting? I guess he probably will be, yeah. Salah, Broja. Oh, I did that one already. Coutinho to Mount or Bowen? Mount. I do really like Mount this week. Roland James, thank you very much for signing up as a member. Justin to Sessegnon and Dennis to Tony for a -8. Probably is, yeah. Probably is. I don't see a huge amount of people. Sorry, I don't see a huge amount of points for what's it called? Dennis, to be honest with you. Well, who knows? Could be wrong. Armband to Kane or Mane? I'm going to say Kane. It's Norwich. I think you've got to go for that Norwich fixture. Taylor and Saka to Sessegnon and Diaz -4. I would just do Taylor to Sessegnon and not take the -4. I think Saka's fine for this week. Unless you want to go like super different with Diaz. Oh, is Dennis out for the season? Have I completely missed that? It's Watford, all right? Maybe I did need that Watford team news after all. Okay, fair enough. Then, yeah, I would have done it anyway. I'd definitely do it now. Mahrez, Coutinho, Richarlison. Mahrez, Coutinho, Richarlison to Son, Tony and Bruno Guimaraes. Keeping Salah as a differential, but we'll put the captain on Son. I mean, Salah's probably benched today, so I maybe would rethink. Again, I never guarantee it 100%, but as far as I know, he's benched. So I'd maybe rethink that. Like Mahrez, Coutinho, and Richarlison to Son, Tony, and Bruno Guimaraes sounds okay, but I think you can maybe do a bit more with the money, right, with Salah. Salah to Mane free. Salah to Eriksen and Dobbin. Salah to Eriksen and Dobbin to Kane for a hit and bench Laporte. Nah. Salah to Kulusevski and then Nketiah to Kane. Nah, I would just do Salah to Mane for free and just play the others. They're pretty good. That's for Thomas. Luke Shaw having a baby. I don't think that's medically possible. I got Shah, Alonso, Trent, Sessegnon, De Bruyne. Who can I transfer in for Zaha, Pookie and Ings? I mean, there's loads of options. Who are you thinking about? We've spoken about loads this week. Mount, Foden, Eriksen, Tony, Wilson. Depends how much money you got. Ross. On free hit, Mane and Tony or Diaz and Vardy? Mane and Tony, I think. Is Barnes or Maddison better against Southampton? I mean, I think I would just go for Maddison at this point. I don't think there's too much about Southampton that's going to make one of those better than the other one. I think I'd probably just go for Maddison. If they both start, it's probably going to be quite close anyway. Rumours say Salah will be benched. Yes, thank you. That. Van Dijk update. He's benched as well. As far as I know, Salah and Van Dijk are benched. I don't have any other news for Liverpool. But, I mean, come on. Diaz, Mane, Robertson, Trent, they've got to start. They've got to start. Surely. So far, looks like Lukaku, Cross. How about Vardy, 80 minutes? Yeah, I think Vardy gets a good amount of minutes if he plays, yeah. I think Vardy is more likely to start than Lukaku right now. So El Neni bench regarding your recent tweet. Honestly, like if people, I know you're only messing, right? But if anyone needs like it pointed out what that means, I can't, you know. Some of the replies to that tweet, honestly. Is Laporte starting? No, I don't know, but I assume he will, yeah. Got a hard one. Oh, I don't like hard questions. Salah, Dewsbury Hall to Foden Diaz. To Foden Diaz. Yeah, sounds nice. Or Salah Zinchenko to Diaz Robbo. I think the thing is Zinchenko's not guaranteed to start. Because Walker's been training. So it could be Walker and Cancelo. So I think I prefer that move. Especially if you don't have to play Dewsbury Hall. No, so I guess just to set expectations, just because it's the final day does not mean that we're going to get earlier team news. We might get some, but we'll have to wait and see. And like we're still over an hour from the deadline, right? Still over an hour. Remember when Lukaku was essential for that fixture run? Yeah, I mean I wildcarded him in. Thanks for the content season. 11 is Ramsdale, Cancelo, Alonso, Salah, Foden, Saka, and Nketiah. -4 for Salah to Son and Nketiah to Tony, or just no hit. I'd probably do no hit. Like I'm in a very similar buy, and I'm not going to take a hit for Nketiah out. The only thing I've seen so far is Van Dijk and Salah probably benched, and Spurs team have all travelled. Why benching Kulusevski? Because I want to play Rafinha. I'm 10 points off the win. Please give tips. I mean, come on. Like, what's the question? Dara, I can't, like... I mean, 10 points isn't that much. You probably don't have to go crazy. Anyone getting on the wall this year? Maybe Richarlison. I don't know, like, sometimes you get that feeling that a player... like, you watch the game, you think, right, he has to go up on the wall, but... Maybe someone could be a hero today. Chasing 15 points. Difference among rival team is his Salah, Saka, Matip versus my De Bruyne, Richarlison, Alonso. We both have Son. What move would we make to cover the gap? I mean, he's the one that's got to make the move, right, with Salah. De Bruyne, Richarlison. I mean, I'd probably swap Richarlison out and then just hope that De Bruyne outscores whoever he brings in for Salah. So I'd probably take Richarlison out for Tony or Wilson, someone like that. Salah to Mane, Broja to Tony, or Salah to Mount, Maddison, and Broja to Vardy. I quite like Mane. Yeah, I really do. I mean, there is the thing with Mane in that is, right, Salah's bench, he's almost certainly going to come on, you'd imagine, right? I think Klopp already said that he wants him to get some minutes in the leg. So who he comes on for, I don't know. I feel like it's unlikely to be Mane, but we'll see. I mean, basically what I'm trying to say is Mane's minutes could be reduced today. It's hard to know for sure, but I think I prefer Mane and Tony over Mount and Vardy, I think, just about. Rumours there's no Martinez for Villa. Who's that come from? Team News and Ticks again, I guess, right? Or has it come from Villain? Oh, wow. Okay, I'll retweet that. It's off Villain. Okay, so far we have Salah, Van Dijk benched, apparently. Yeah, never. I'm not guaranteeing that 100%. If it goes wrong for people, you ain't coming back to me, Marilyn. Well, you can, but Martinez apparently getting rested, and all of Spurs have travelled. Come on, Foden. Foden up against their backup keeper. Who is their backup keeper? I feel like it's going to be someone I should know. Sinsalo or Olsen. Neither of them played any minutes. Do you think Gerrard's doing that just to say, look, there's nothing dodgy going on here. I really don't care about Liverpool. I'm just doing what's best for my team. Do. I don't know what is Martinez rested for. Surely that's just. I mean, he's not rested, is he? I assume they're just giving their second choice keeper a run out, right? Rested for what? Tomorrow. Richarlison for Vardy or Tony and Maddison Havertz for 4 points. I mean, it depends which midfielder you're selling, right? But so Richarlison for Vardy seems pretty good to me for no hit. Just joined any early team news yet? Just going through that, Max. Steve, Salah and Dennis to Diaz and Vardy for -4. Sounds good to me, yeah. Quite wrong. Salah to Mane or Salah and Gordon to Diaz and Mount. So with those questions, right, Salah to Mane is better than taking a hit to swap Gordon to Diaz and Mount, depending on who you'd have to bench. So if you've got a rubbish bench and you're taking the -4 so you don't have to play Gordon, then yes, I like that move. So Salah to Mane and then Gordon to Diaz or Mount, that is a pretty good upgrade, I would say. But if you're then having to bench someone that's good, it's maybe not worth it. So it's all going to depend on who you're having to bench. Ward, good chance over Schmeichel. No, I think Brendan Rodgers said that Schmeichel will be starting the last 2 games. I'm pretty sure he said that. Richarlison, Coutinho to Tony and Mount -4. Sounds good to me. TTV Franz, my free hit team. Edison, Trent, Robbo, Cancelo, Sessegnon, Son, Diaz, Mount. But free hit teams are nice this week. Yes, I like it. I'm trying to think, is there anything major that I would do? I don't know if I would have Bowen personally. Would I maybe have like Havertz if I could afford it? Possibly. But otherwise, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the team. Nothing wrong with the team. Do you not fancy Richarlison? Great form even with nothing to play for. But I think the fact they got nothing to play for is a factor because I think they'll rotate and I think he could be rotated as well. You should come to an FPL meet one time when you're in London. Yeah, but the problem is they're always on when I'm streaming or something. Basically, that's the reason I don't go. I'm just thinking now, right? This FPL site, could it crash? Do I want to make my transfer now? I mean, what else am I waiting for, really? I mean, Son's going to start. I don't think I'm going to go Mane. Were you at church this morning? Oh, I was not. No, I was not. Oh wow, Team News and Six has just said, I'm told Leicester are full strength. I asked specifically about Barnes because you guys asked. He starts. Wow, so Maddison, Vardy and Barnes all starting by the looks of it. I can't. My D key is broken. So that means if yeah, for any of you that are looking at Vardy as a punt or Barnes or Maddison, they're all looking pretty good. They're all looking pretty good. I mean, it says full strength, so I assume Schmeichel as well. I mean, don't have the full team written there in front of me, but I think Schmeichel. I'm pretty sure Roger said Schmeichel's going to play anyway. Salah and Martinelli to Son and Bowen, or Salah and Jesus to Diaz and Kane. Probably the first one, Son and Bowen. I don't know if you... The thing is, there's a good chance of Martinelli starting, is there not? I mean, there's always a risk he doesn't. That is the problem. I mean, I'd prefer Mount if you haven't got him already. Sessegnon and Diaz. Sessegnon and Diaz, or Trent and Kulusevski / Bowen. So I think for Game Week 30, I find it very hard to not just think of the fun factor. And like Sessegnon and Diaz just sounds better to me, but I think on paper Trent and Kulusevski is probably better. I don't know if we're going to get any. I don't know if we're going to get any Spurs team news, but I think you have to assume that Son and Kane are going to be fine. Does Konate start? I don't know. But I assume yes, if Van Dijk's not playing. No Chelsea news. Trust me, Chelsea news is the one I really want. I really want Chelsea news. Because if James or Alonso ain't starting, the problem is we might not even like... I was saying this on yesterday. I did a Twitter space yesterday, and I was saying like we might get some news like Azpilicueta's starting, but that doesn't help us with James because he could be right wing back, he could be right centre back, he could be on the bench. So we really need he's starting or he's not really. Because if one of the Chelsea defenders doesn't start, I would just play Kulusevski instead. Top 3 midfielders and captain if you're on a free hit at 130k, chasing a top 90k finish with Kane, captain, Vardy and Tony up front. Son, Mane and De Bruyne are the top 3. Right, I think add Mason Mount if you need someone a bit cheaper. I don't know about Weghorst. That's what I'm saying. So if we find out that Azpilicueta is starting, it doesn't really help us with Reece James too much. Yeah, Sheriff, as far as I know, Salah is benched. As far as I know. Cannot decide Mane and Tony / Maddison or Kane and Jota. Oh, sorry. Huh? Oh, Mane and Tony, Maddison and Kane, Jota and Vardy. I feel like I'd probably go Maddison and Kane. I quite like the look of Leicester now. We know they're going to be probably full strength, to be honest with you. And I think you get Kane, who's brilliant this week as well. Ronaldo replacement Kane, yeah. Salah and Johnson out for either Mane and Emerson Royale or Son and Matip. Son and Matip, I think. Coutinho and Pukki to Bruno Guimaraes and Vardy for a -4, and keep Richarlison, or Coutinho and Richarlison to Barnes and Vardy for a -4. I think I prefer Barnes to Bruno, yeah. Best captain for today, Son. Thoughts about Jesus? Good if he starts. Will he definitely start? I don't know. Ahmed, thank you very much for that. Daniel, thank you too. Gucci, 11 points clear in mini league. He has James, so I go cash to James to be safe, or cash to Robertson. I think just for safety, Robertson's a better pick. Like, you could wait and see if you find out whether James is starting or not. But I think if you don't get that information, I'd probably just go Robertson. Yeah, I saw that Richarlison had ice on his leg, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's definitely going to be out. I think a lot of players get iced after the games. I think it happens more often than we think, and that we shouldn't panic about it. I do think there's a good chance Richarlison doesn't start anyway. You can do Salah, Rafinha to Diaz, Son. Worth it. No. In fact, actually, do you know what? I'm not even messing. That's one thing I've not considered. Is if I do Salah to Son, how much money? Like, I've not even considered the fact that I've got money left over from that move. Yeah, so I can go 9.1 million midfielder. Why have I not thought about it? It's probably because I don't really want to take a hit. I don't really want to take a hit. I've not really given it too much thought. I could get Maddison, Mount. What can I do forward wise? 9 million on a forward. The problem is forwards are a lot less interesting. Antonio, one last day. No, Klopp definitely didn't say Salah to start for Golden Boot purposes. He pretty much said the opposite. Not literally, maybe. I get Jesus. I just don't think it's worth a hit necessarily. I wish there was a good striker. I could be tempted to take out Nketiah or Weghorst and bench Nketiah, but there's just no one good. Like, they're just all rubbish. Like, if we knew that Werner was starting, I think he's out, isn't he? Yeah, if Werner was definitely starting, like, he might be an option, but I think I just don't take the hit, to be honest. I don't know though. Mason Mount is tempting. Where is your usual bottle? Don't know. Downstairs probably. Early team news. Yeah, I've mentioned early team news quite a lot. Yeah. So Chris Henley, you're the one that's now getting me thinking about. Oh, could I do Diaz in? Could I get Diaz in? Diaz over Mount. I wish I could get rid of a striker, honestly. Strikers are just rubbish. They really are rubbish. Foden for Coutinho for a -4. I'd probably do that, yeah. Obviously, usual caveats is Man City. You never know 100% whether they're going to start, etc., etc. Jota will start, I think, Diaz for Champions League. Honestly, I really think there's very little chance of Diaz being rested. Because what's he being like? He's being rested for the Champions League, but he's got a 6-day break and he hasn't played since the FA Cup, right? So I don't really see why that would happen. But I mean, it could for sure, but I don't see why that would happen. I think Diaz starts. Van Dijk's out, yeah, apparently benched. Apparently, I think he's benched anyway. I could be out completely, I guess, but. Maddison or Son, 18 points off top 100. I go Son captain. I don't think going for Maddison over Son is worth it, to be honest. Tom, thanks for all the content this year. You've grinded out all the content. One final question: thoughts on Tuchel's press conference where he said some players will be rested? Did he say that though? Did he say that? Because I don't think that's been reported anywhere. I've seen one tweet mentioning that. I don't see it anywhere else. I think there's very little chance of Mount being rested. He missed the last game. What's he being rested for? I'm not saying there's no doubts, because obviously the game wasn't... Like, it was Thursday to Sunday, so there's got to be some doubts for some players, but Mount didn't play. So unless he's got a knock that we don't know about, I think he's playing. Doing Salah to Son, would you take a -4 to do Coutinho to Diaz and another -4 to do Sice to Sessegnon and play ahead of cash? I feel like I probably would, yeah. I don't know if they're like necessarily optimal moves, but get rid of Coutinho to Diaz sounds like a -4 worthy move to me. And then to get a -4 to play Sessegnon over cash, that also sounds worthy of a -4 to me. Again, easy to say when it's not your team, but I feel like I would be looking at that. No, for anyone looking for different stuff outside of Van Dijk or Salah, I'm not going to have the news. But I mean, I think Robertson, Trent, Mane and Diaz, I'm going to be very surprised if they don't start. Like, very, very surprised. Honestly, I'm not saying it's like definitely not true, but if there is an account saying De Bruyne and Cancelo are benched, I would probably just block them now. I don't even think you need to wait for team news. Unless they're injured, there's no way they don't start. Must win game. Am I going to be the next PSG manager? I couldn't cope with that. De Bruyne, Maddison or Mount captain? I think it's got to be De Bruyne or Mount. I've got a feeling about Mount today, but De Bruyne is probably the better option. I think I may have said different on Game Week preview. I think you've got to go De Bruyne. 38 weeks gone and you've never responded to me. Here you go. Hello. There you go. Salah replacement if you already have Kane and Kulusevski. Diaz or Mane? Mane. Salah to Son. Kulusevski to Diaz for a -4. I don't think I would sell Kulusevski for a -4, to be honest. Already own Kane and would captain Son if I bought him in. Yeah, I mean, Salah to Son's good, yeah. I don't think you need that -4, to be honest, but if you want to do it, it's your team, go for it. Absolutely go for it. By the way, we've only got 48 minutes till the deadline. I would maybe chill a little bit with the super chats. I can already see there's a crazy amount like I've not already got to. And also, I'm going to need to pee soon. I mean, I'm going to have to pee before the deadline. I don't think I can make it the whole way. Are you worried about the site going down on the deadline? I probably will do my move around 2 o'clock, but I kind of just want to wait for as long as possible, just to be sure. And if it does go down, you'll just see me panicking trying to make my move for however long's left before the deadline. You didn't say anything about Kai Havertz. I've spoken about him on videos. I like Havertz, but I think Havertz comes after Mount. So I think Mount is the better option. And then if you want another Chelsea attacker, Havertz is probably where I would go. Martinelli versus Pukki and Pope versus Dubravka to start. I think I'd start Pope at home. And then Martinelli versus Pukki. I mean, Martinelli's got the better fixture. Look how short my sleeves are. Looks off. I think Martinelli is the better option if he starts. So I'll say Martinelli and Pope. Took a -4 hit to swap Watkins for another striker or keep Watkins. I'd probably sell him, I think. We'll have to play against City, true. I'd probably take a -4. I wouldn't do Saka to Diaz, I don't think. How can you see what other people have for Game Week 38? You can't. I mean, you can only go and look at their team for the last week and then try and guess what they're going to do. Do. Argentine press reporting that Emi Martinez is rested. Apparently, yeah, I've seen that from 2 different places now. So if you got Martinez from Villa, if you got him like left over from the double, he's apparently not playing. Have Son, Mount and Saka, thinking Salah and Richarlison to Foden and Kane for -4, not chasing rank and have a 30-point Minley lead. Yeah, sounds good to me. I mean, Salah, you probably don't need to take a hit, to be honest, but if you have to play Richarlison, I would take the hit. Team used to hit all at once and crash the site. Yeah, I don't want to keep saying it. I probably am going to have to pee, so I might go soon. The account who was saying Martinez is rested also said the Chelsea side are heavily rotated. Ah, Jesus. Do. Any word on Chris Wood? No. No, sorry. Do you really need Chris Wood to play? Maybe you do. I mean, strikers are rubbish. I assume if he's fit, Callum Wilson will play again. I don't even know if Chris Wood's fully fit, to be honest. Yeah, FPL. Yeah. Let's talk FPL. Yeah, okay. Nice. I'm leading my mini league with 32 points. Very nice. Would you go -4 to bring Kane? I already have Son and he will be my captain. I should just take out Salah for De Bruyne and no hits, right? I think, yeah, Salah to De Bruyne for no hit is probably fine. But, I mean, if you're getting another good upgrade in midfield and you've got a bad bench, you could take the hit. It's not really about De Bruyne and then a -4 for Kane. It's who else you're going to have to play if you don't take that hit. So, I mean, my team's a bad example because I think Kulusevski is a perfectly fine bench option. But if I had, like, Coutinho in that spot and, like, instead of Nketiah, I had Chris Wood, I'm extreme example maybe, then I probably would do Salah to Kane for a hit. So they've got better options. But if you've already got an okay bench, you probably don't need to take that hit. Who is saying about Chelsea, by the way? I haven't seen anything about Chelsea. No sound? There's loads of sound. It's just because I'm not talking. Sorry. Well, I'm really sorry to do this. I'm gonna have to go. Quick bathroom break. I'll be back in a sec. Should have put some music on. I should have put some music on. No, don't start spamming fake news. Don't start spamming fake news. The chair's very quiet. Yeah. So quick. Yeah, I mean, like my office is here. The bathroom's literally the next place. When do we make our transfers? I mean, I don't really see any reason why I can't make mine now, right? Salah to Son and just be done with it. Boring. Move. I guess I'm just waiting in case something else comes up. But I just don't see what else is going to come up that's going to make me panic too much. But then again, I felt calm all day. So we'll see. I did wash my hands. Yeah, that's the first question to someone. I usually say that when I come back, but I thought I'd let people ask this time. Thank you for your hard work. On free hit, dead bench, Sessegnon or Kulusevski. I think I'll go Sessegnon over Kulusevski. Back the big defender Hall. Why not? Thanks for your content. Ramsdale or Sanchez? Just taken. Ramsdale, I think. Just taken out Salah, Jesus, Kulusevski for Diaz, Madison, Kane. Already have Son and Richarlison. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah, probably Ramsdale. I got Tony in for Richarlison. Not happy starting cash. Got 7.2 in the bank. Who to bring in for cash? I got 3 Spurs already. Is it worth taking a -8? I'm trying to cover a 20-point gap. 7.2. I mean, Robertson's 7.3. I think. You can't get Robertson. So I think you either take a risk on James or Alonso, or you just get Cancelo. How much is Cancelo? Yeah, maybe get Cancelo if you don't have him already. Let me just see if... Just seeing if we've seen anything on Arsenal or Chelsea yet. It's kind of what I need. Rodrigo or Weghorst to Nketiah or Tony -4. I mean, Rodrigo should start, right? Is it Leeds Rodrigo? He should start. So you could just do Weghorst to Tony for free. No, I'm genuinely not hot at all. Like, in fact, like, I've got the window and stuff open, but it's just generally nice and cool today. So I'm actually fine. Can you make some last do noises for the road? It's been real. I don't know what I usually watch. I don't know what I usually listen to when that happens. Probably Oasis / Coldplay. Plug the watch along. Yes, I'll be doing a watch along today at 3:45 to cover all the matches at once. Should be good. Should be good. Salah to Son and White to Trent for -4. Yep, sounds good to me. Shout out to all of the bottom dons in the Goons League. Okay, there we go. Shout out done. Diaz or Mount. The thing is, if Chelsea are rotating, does that make Mount a worse option? It's Watford though. I'm going to stick with Mount, but I do think Luis Diaz is great this week. Any chance of a game week 39 wildcard draft? I'm probably going to skip that one. Salah and Pukki to Kane and Kulusevski, or Mane and Tony. Kane and Kulusevski, I think. I think Kulusevski's kind of been forgotten about. I know I'm benching him, but I feel like he's still a good option this week. If you get top 10k, will you shave your beard off and shave your suit off? Nope. I'm doing the watch along silo, I'm afraid. You're just going to have to put up with me for another couple of hours today. Just a dad posting stuff. Thank you very much for 21 months as a member. Absolutely mad. Thanks again for great content. Song captain. Option 1. Salah. I can't see over my mic. Salah to Kulusevski and Nketiah to Kane -4. Option 2, Salah to De Bruyne no hit and play Nketiah. I think if Nketiah starts, I prefer the no hit, but I don't know. Salah to Kulusevski and Nketiah to Kane, just go triple Spurs against Norwich. Sounds pretty good to me. Going for 50 million views next season. Let's just see what happens. I don't really set targets. It's just cool to kind of see that happening. I'll have a few beers. I don't know if I have them for the watch along though. We'll see. I don't want to peak too early, you know. Yeah, probably Salah to De Bruyne no hit. Start 2 from Laporte, Ben Davies, and Nketiah. Probably Nketiah and Laporte. Bench all injured. Is it worth a -4 for insurance? Only if you think there's a genuine chance that one of your players misses out. If you're confident they all start, then I probably wouldn't do it and just hope for the best. To be honest. 55,000 overall rank. Cash, Ings, Ramsey, Richarlison. Wow, from -12 to James Mount, Tony Gelhardt. Have I blown top 50k? No, I don't think you've blown it. That's a lot. Do you have to play all those players? Have you not got any other players on the bench? I mean, James Mount, Tony and Gelhardt sounds okay. It also sounds like it could go terribly wrong. I don't think you've blown top 50k though. They all sound like fairly good transfers, but again, there's no guarantee that James even starts. Down a bit every time your captain returns. Against Norwich though, that could be that could be a nightmare. Just check Instagram, see if anyone's messaging me any team news, but I doubt it. I'm not. I'm going to be way more active on there next week. Next season. No, nothing. Nothing. Any Chelsea or City team news yet? No, they're not really. They're not really teams that we get a lot of info from. To be honest, I have had someone message me Chelsea stuff before, but it's always very close to the deadline, and it hasn't happened that often. Oh, I just thought I'd take a eye then. Coutinho to Kulusevski, nice. Cash to Cancelo, nice. Justin to Sessegnon from -8. The first two, yes. Justin might play. I'd maybe not get Sessegnon. How well do you think you've done this season? I think pretty well. 13k going into game week 38, that's alright with me, to be honest. Someone on Patreon in the Slack channel sent me a clip last year sent me a clip of last year's watch along where I got really annoyed that Kane wouldn't shoot. He got an assist in the end, but oh my god, could be a nightmare. Yeah, I think I've done all right this season. Lots of downs. I went all the way down to nearly 200k at one point, and now we're right back up. Downgrade second goalkeeper to go Gordon to Mount from -8 or -4 for Saka to Mount and play Nketiah and Richarlison, or don't get Mount and -4 Nketiah to Tony. I would keep Nketiah. I don't think you need to rush to get rid of him. So maybe downgrade the second goalkeeper without obviously being able to see the rest of your team. Or just do Richarlison to Tony for free. No, nothing on Chelsea. My 200k rank must have been early on. Yeah, it was like game week 15. I was top 10. I was just out. I was literally 10,378 in game week 7, and by game week 15 I was 190k, and then I just gone up and up and up since then. I just did it then. Whoever asked earlier. Salah and Pookie to Kane and Kulusevski -4. Captain Kane if I'm 15k. If you want to push it, yeah. If you're not worried about where you finish. Is top 10k too difficult nowadays with 9 million playing? I mean, it's more difficult, yes. I mean, it has to be, right? I assume Matip started, yeah. I assume he is. I don't know for sure, though. Daniel, thank you. Niraj, De Bruyne, Ings, Luka Dean to Mount Kane, Sessegnon from -8. I have an 18-point lead in my min league. I don't think you need to do that. Can you not just take Ings and Luka Dean out to like Sessegnon and then whoever for Danny Ings? I mean, if you really want Kane, then fair enough, and you get Mount as well. But I don't think you need the -8. Honestly, if I see Chelsea news, I'll tell you straight away. That's what I'm really waiting for. I just don't. I just don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, only kind of like predictions. I don't see it. I don't see anything yet. No City. I don't expect us to get City. I don't think we ever really get that. The only thing is, actually, I just wonder. Sorry, I'll try and get some of the super chats and obviously the rest of the chat in a minute. But I do wonder if the Athletic are doing. James starting is very important. It's very important because they'll probably come on for cameo. So if they're benched, I want to put Kulusevski in. To be honest with you, are the Athletic doing any discuss? No, they're not doing like. Sometimes they do like a discussion. I don't see one for the Chelsea one though. Look, I don't doubt that Azpilicueta will start, but Azpilicueta starting does not mean that James definitely gets benched. They can both play. Apparently Martinez is injured, not rested for Villa, but that's like least of our worries, right? Jota and Coutinho out for Bowen and Diaz. I'd be tempted to just hold Jota and hope that he starts. I think Firmino could start, but I think if I had Jota, I'd probably keep him. Just do Coutinho to Diaz maybe. Or Bowen if you've already got 3 Liverpool. 32 points clear on my mid-league. Nice, you've probably won it already. Is Cash and Maddison to James and Kulusevski worth a -4? Want it to block 2 differential players. You could do that, yeah, but... Whoa, there goes the can. If James doesn't start, though, you've kind of wasted an opportunity to go even further clear. So I'd maybe just keep Maddison and just do Cash to someone. Who would you bench, James or Rafinha? Like Reece James... If Reece James starts, you have to play him. You have to play him. Like, he's better than Rafinha. Okay, the one thing I need to do is if Alonso and James don't start, I'm not saying they don't, I don't know, but there's like, I don't know, I guess I'm a little bit worried. If neither of them start, what do I do? I get Sessegnon, I think. I get Sessegnon, and I still just play one up front. Yeah, I think that's my move. If they both don't start, I swap one out for Sessegnon, and I play 4-5-1. Yeah, okay. I think that's my move. That was easy. Although, yeah. I could get Matip. I could go triple Liverpool defence. Like Samuel Martin's talking about it, but he usually has Leicester news, not Chelsea news. So I don't know if he's just trying to like stir the pot or not. Salah's not starting. I'm selling him to Son. Richarlison to Kane transfer, Zaha or Gordon to someone to bench. Richarlison to Kane transfer, Zaha or Gordon to someone to bench for -4. I'd probably just do Richarlison to another striker you can afford, unless you really want Kane differential. Yeah, I am going to get Son. Like, I'm gonna do Salah to Son. I'm just worrying about like the second bit of info. Like, what do I do if Alonso or James miss out? Just waiting. 26 minutes till the final deadline of the season. It's coming. It's happening. Come on, Chelsea news. The other annoying thing is like I'm okay if one of the Chelsea defenders doesn't play, if only one of them doesn't play, but it's just not knowing which one it is, right? Because they're both players that could easily come on if they don't start. Mane and Jesus or Mount and Kane? Probably Mount and Kane. Top 3 Van Dijk replacements: Trent, Robertson, Cancelo. And -4 to replace Kulusevski. No. Why is everyone looking to take Kulusevski out for a hit? What am I missing? Is it just like for something more exciting? Because I feel like Kulusevski's like perfectly fine for this week. One transfer, Salah to De Bruyne, or take a hit to cover for James. I think Salah to De Bruyne is okay. Poor bench with Amati, Gordon, Dennis. Got no City pool attackers, but have Mount, Son, Kane. Salah to De Bruyne is probably fine, yeah. Havertz to Mount for a hit to bench Laporte. No, don't think so. Don't think so. Help me. Chasing 15 points in mini league. Salah and Pookie to 1. Son and Tony. Kane and Maddison from -4. Should I do Havertz to Mount from... No, Havertz to Mount. I think Havertz starts. I don't know for sure, but I think he does. Chasing 15 points. Yeah, Salah and Pookie to Son and Tony sounds... Actually, do you know what? I prefer... Nah, Son and Tony. Yeah, probably go Son and Tony. Your potential transfer number 2, how does it change if you have Mount? I don't know, really. Maybe Diaz or something like that instead. Chalobah playing, don't know. Mane and Robertson for Salah and James -4. I would do Salah to Mane, yes. If you haven't got a bench, you can maybe do James to Robertson -4. But if James starts, you're going to regret doing that. Have I seen a tweet about me streaming? Nope, don't think so. Which one from Mount, Saka, Foden, Kulusevski to Son? Which one from Mount, Saka, Foden, Kulusevski to Son? Probably Kulusevski. I mean, Foden's maybe a little bit riskier. I have Jota, stick or twist to Diaz. I wouldn't do Jota to Diaz, no. My rival has Mount. Should I get Havertz for a hit? No, I don't think so. I think Havertz will start, but I don't know why you suddenly need him for a hit because your rival has Mount. Do I think City keep a clean sheet? I think there's a good chance, yes, for sure. I have... Oh no, done that one. Salah to Diaz, Richarlison to Kane. Salah to Diaz, Richarlison to Kane. Sounds good to me. Okay. If you've got Nketiah, I'd probably just do Salah to Mane, yeah, and just leave it at that. I think Mane over Kane is okay. Kane's probably a little bit better, but Mane for no hit is probably better than Kane for a hit. 20 minutes until the deadline. What am I doing? What am I doing? I am going to carry on. Waiting to make my transfer. Fantasy Football Scouts say Alonso and James are bench. Where do they say that? I don't... that doesn't sound like something they would say. In the team news, they got them both starting, I think. Well, they've got James and Alonso starting in their team predictions. Oh, Sam's just retweeted. Oh no, don't make me take out one of my Chelsea players for a hit and then make me regret it. He hasn't retweeted anything. Has he? I mean, his tweet, like, he's so... Like, I don't know what that means. Like, where's that Chelsea... Like, people putting Chelsea 11s in the chat. Where is that coming from? I haven't missed any super chats. Like I said, I'm trying to work for it all, but we've only got like 19 minutes to the deadline. I'm trying to get team news and make my own moves, so I'll try and get to them as quickly as possible. But there's so many there. I wouldn't put any more in now, like I said earlier. I mean, I've checked Sam's tweet, but he just says no Alonso or James sneaking about. I mean, what does that mean? It's not. What does that mean? That sounds to me like he's just confirming there's rumours going around. I think if one of them misses out, I'm perfectly okay with Kulusevski. Coming on. But I just think if Alonso or James doesn't start, they probably will come on. Cheers for all the content. Watkins and Coutinho out, Kane and Dewsbury Hall in, or Vardy and Kulusevski Barnes. I would only do Kane and Dewsbury Hall if you don't have to play Dewsbury Hall. If you do, I think Vardy and Kulusevski is probably better. Blocking a mini-league rivals. Salah, Richarlison, Robertson to Son, Kane, Sessegnon, or Salah, Coutinho. Wait, hang on. If you're blocking them, then surely you already know the players you have to bring in, right? Salah, Richarlison, Robertson to Son, Kane, Sessegnon. I wouldn't take Robertson out for a hit. Or Saka. So I'd just do Salah and Richarlison or Salah. I would do Salah and Coutinho to Son and Diaz. Oh, wait. If you can do Salah and Richarlison... Oh, I see. Okay, I see. The reason you're doing Robertson is to get Kane as well. I think Salah and Coutinho to Son and Diaz or Mount is fine. That's probably what I would do. Richarlison and Coutinho to Kane and bench fodder -8 or Coutinho to Mount -4. Yeah, bench fodder's probably okay. I have Son for Salah already. 43 points in front first. You're gonna win. You'll win. They're not going to overtake you 43 points, I would say. Khaled, amazing year of content. Thank you very much. Easy one. Mountain for Kulusevski -4. No, I would just keep Kulusevski. I have 32-point lead in my mid-league. Do I take a -4 for Kane? Currently having Ketia or just Salah to De Bruyne and no hits? I still think, unless you need the extra player for your bench, I still think De Bruyne and no hits is probably worth it. Salah to Son. Salah to Son, Pookie to Tony from -4, leading my mid-league by 28 points. Already have De Bruyne in the top 15k. Yeah, no, I don't think you necessarily need to do Pookie for a hit, but if you want to, sure. You ain't losing that mid-league, I would say. 16 minutes until the deadline. Anyone asking me for Liverpool news? If it's not about Salah or Van Dijk, I don't have the info for you. I don't know who's starting outside of that. It's reshaped. I don't know. I don't know who's starting for Chelsea. I just do not know. Van Dijk's on the bench. Should be benched anyway. 15 minutes to the deadline. Salah and Van Dijk should be benched. Yeah, that's as far as I know. They'll be benched. Will Nketiah start? I hope so. Start Dubravka or Ramsdale. I'd start Ramsdale. Play Broja or Mateta or Shah. I think. Hang on. Let me just check the news for. Excuse me. I'm going to have to pee again in a minute. Yeah, I don't know. Hang on. Who was it between Shah? I mean, the thing is, like, none of them are guaranteed to start, really. Like, Mateta might not start. Broja might not start and Shah might not start. So I guess play Broja and hope for the best. What to do with Salah and Mahrez? One free transfer. I would sell Salah and then... I mean, Mahrez is just like any other City player. Are they definitely going to start? I don't know. I'd probably take a... Well, you could take a -4 to replace him for someone you know is going to start. No news about Mason Mount. Would be very surprised if he's not starting, to be honest. Okay, someone's just posted the Crystal Palace team news, and there's no Mateta starting. Apparently, it's Zaha and Edouard who are starting. Oh my god, I'm about to go into panic mode. People like I get messages now all over the place. I wouldn't put any more super chats in now. I'm going to be panicking about team news, honestly. Kane for -4. Kane for -4 versus Vardy Maddison for 3. Vardy and Maddison, I think, are decent, honestly. Do think they're decent options. Yeah, I honestly, Mason Mount, I don't think is that interested in information. I'm pretty sure they'll both start. Swap Coutinho to Maddison or Saka or Bowen. I think Saka. Or take a hit to get burned for cash so I can go up to Diaz. No, I don't think you need to take a hit to go up to Diaz. I think Bowen, Maddison and Saka are all good without a hit, to be honest with you. He only just realised the suit. Fair enough. Start Mount or Havertz. Preferably both. But if I had to start one, I'd probably start Mount. No, I'm not seeing anything about Chelsea defence. I'm trying to see if anyone's got Chelsea news. At this point, I'm just going to have to play them, I think. Excuse me, sorry. Sam Martin doesn't. I'm not saying he hasn't got the info, but he doesn't really say James Alonso. I think he's talking about rumors. I think he's sitting there watching people replying. Not sitting there watching and replying, but just like I think he's probably waiting for news like everyone else. I'm going to do my team in a second. Should I replace Tsimikas, Coutinho and Weghorst for Rafinha, Laporte and Tony taking an 8-point hit? Only if you have to play them all. Like if you don't have to play Tsimikas, you can just leave him on the bench, for example. Thanks for the season 6. Even game week 38, which lost me my mini-league lead. You say lots of luck involved. Mine always the bad kind. It happens, yeah. Have a good summer break, you too. Zaha to Mount for a hit. I don't think I'd do that, no. How's this for a free hit? Lloris, Alonso, Trent, Matip, Cancelo, and Nketiah, Burn. Yeah, it looks pretty good. No real issues. I guess if you really wanted to be safe, you could do Nketiah to Tony or Wilson, but I don't think it's the end of the end of the world. End of the news? I think I'm gonna have to do the Son move. I think I'm gonna have to do the Son move because I don't want to be a point where I'm panicking doing more than one move. So let's just get Son in. 11.2 million. Salah to Son done. All right, Salah to Son is done. Salah to Son is done. Now we leave it. Now we wait to see if there's any more news. Alonso and James is what I really need. Confirmed every team plays 11 players to start. Yeah, true that. I really need to pee again. I must have drank a lot of liquid today. Mount, Diaz or Maddison on a -4. I already have Son. Mount, Diaz or Maddison on a -4. I already have Son. I still like Mount. I guess if Chelsea do rotate heavily, he could be a bit of an issue. And if you're worried about that, you could go Diaz instead. But I still like Mount. Ian, it's Watford, like, right? Ian actually out from -4. Any suggestions who? Depends how much money you got. Kane if you can get up there. Vardy if you can get up there. Otherwise, I guess Tony or Wilson. Either of these worth a hit. Gordon to Barnes or Broya to Tony. I think if you've got to play them, they're probably both worth hits. Saka Vice is bold. Who else would you go for, though, realistically? I mean, I could do Trent, I guess, but I quite like Saka. We ain't going to get any more news, are we? We are not going to get any more news. Like someone sent me like info, like you just don't know if it's true. It looks like it could be legit. James starts, no Alonso, but I don't know how legit that is. I've never spoken to this person before, so how would I know? Like they've said no Salah, no Van Dijk, but I already know that. So how do I know they haven't just got that from me? Oh, but then if you don't pay attention to that news, it's like it's annoying. Hope my internet doesn't go down. Me too, yeah. Yeah, me too. On free hit, Mane or De Bruyne. I'm going to say Mane. Who'd you bench out of Saka, Laporte, James? Probably Laporte. I love your energy and your commitment to making top quality content. Thank you very much. Thank you for making FPL fun and engaging. Best of luck on the final day. You too. Simon, Zaha or Barnes/Maddison on the bench? Maddison probably. I haven't got Chelsea news. All I've got is this person that's like sent me a load of news. Like no Salah, no Van Dijk, Jota, Diaz, Mane, front three, Havertz, start. But that's all things like we kind of know anyway, right? They also said no Sterling, Grealish, and Walker. But that, again, it might not be true. I don't know. Like honestly, I don't know who this person is. There's nothing against them, but I've just never seen them before, never heard from them before. So how you just don't know if it's legit or not. Okay. We're making a move. We are making a move. We're making a move. Based on information. We're making a move. Okay. That's the team. That, I think, is the team. It means I get to play Rafinha. So, again, I'm just... Look, I don't know 100%, but I'm telling you now, 3 different people now have said that same thing, that James is starting and Alonso isn't. Okay. I think at least one person who sent me that news is legit, yeah. It's legit enough for me to make the move. We'll see. Oh, sugar. I'm just leaving it at that. I'm not going to take a hit. I'm just going to play Kulusevski. Let me just make sure that's locked in. Yeah. It could go wrong. Alonso's definitely someone that could come in. Maybe he does. Maybe he'll end up starting. Okay. Will we get any news on Chelsea? Currently have James and Alonso on free hits. Should I change one of them to Azpilicueta? Yeah, I'd probably change Alonso based on what I just found out. A lot of people, like, apparently Alonso's benched, right? And again, it's come from 3 different places. Two places I don't know them. One person I would be fairly confident with. So the fact it's coming from 3 different places, I think is okay. But one is pretty legit. But as always, like, team news can change. Like, lineups can change. It could be wrong information. I just got to go with what you've got, right? So am I locked in now? Am I going with Saka vice captain? I think I am. I mean, Son's going to play anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Spy on Cop tweeted. Well, we already know about Van Dijk and Salah. Yeah, I already knew that. I hope Nketiah starts. Some people have got me worried because they think he might not play, but I think he will. Like, I don't know. Would Lacazette suddenly come in for a game they've got to win? Maybe, but I think that's where we're going to go. Am I hanging on for the team sheets? No, because I've got stuff to do. And like, if we don't get leaks from like Rockstar, I've got to wait till 3 o'clock to see them all, and I've got to set up for the watch along. So, yeah. Madison or Saka, Kane or De Bruyne? Kane and Saka. On a free hit, downgrade James to... I would keep James, to be honest. Alright, I've only got 2 more minutes. There's no way I'm going to get to many more questions now. Apologies for anyone that sent one in that I've not already got to. Like, there's just so many. It's crazy. Like, absolutely crazy. Am I due in court today? No, I got a job interview. I'm watch long on my own, apparently. No, I am. Am I a bit emotional? No, because we get to do it all again in a few weeks. By the way, if you are watching right now, which you will be if you're listening to this, make sure to give it a like and hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. Obviously, we'll have a lot more content all next season as well. So make sure you hit that button. Why not? On a frigging Sunday. I don't know what the that was a joke about the job interview. Oh, come on, people. Come on. It was a joke. This is my job. Yes, I'm not actually going for a job interview. Save your team. Save your team. Save your team is in. Save your team is in. That is my team for the final game week. Oh. I mean, I'm not very happy, by the way, about Alonso not starting, because that is a great game for Chelsea. I really wanted the James and Alonso differential. Thanks for the good luck wishes. Are we locked in? We are not locked in yet. We are not locked in. I will have a great interview. Thank you. We are locked in. We are locked in. That is it. 38 game weeks done. We are locked in. That is my team. Alonso on the bench. I really freaking hope. I really hope that he's now benched and James does start. Because if it's the other way around, that wouldn't be good. That would not be good. Maybe in the end, Tuchel's rest. Maybe it's just because they just played, right? They just played against Leicester. James might not even be right wing back. Azpilicueta could be right wing back, and James could play right centre back. But what would they be doing that for? So I'm hopeful he plays. You made my maiden season amazing. Thank you very much. I am going to be back at 3:45-ish to do a watch along stream. If anybody wants to do that, you're more than welcome. My first year playing, thanks for the content. No worries, we'll be back next year. What's it like sitting on your hole at home yapping as a job? It's great. Yeah, apparently Alonso is benched, yeah. Sky Fantasy content next season? Probably not, no. I am dying for a P, yeah. 7-point lead in my win lead, not confident. You should be. You'll do it. All right, thank you very much for watching. I'm going to go because I need to eat before I do the next stream. Give it a like if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you are new around here. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll also do a end of season wrap up stream as well later on. Just the usual knee jerk slot, but not a knee jerk stream. Okay, so keep an eye on that one as well. But yeah, I'll be doing a watch long. Hopefully my voice holds up. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for joining me all season, and I will catch you again later on, or maybe later maybe this afternoon for the games, maybe tonight for the stream, or maybe just next season, whenever it is. Thanks for all the support, and I'll catch you again soon.